from scratch. That's the mark of a maker.
Wow,
That's very
really
jazzy,
suits
isn't
you,
it?
doesn't it?
That's very jazz hands.
Now, many people will be waking up and making themselves a nice Easter brunch before gorging on the chocolate.
So Simon is back, taking over the kitchen with one of his favourite brekkie recipes. Simon Delaney, what are you doing for us this morning?
This is the first dish I ever ordered, the first time I ever went into a diner in the States. Eggs Benedict. Classic dish.
Classic.
There's loads of variations on it. You get eggs Florentine, where you get salmon instead of the ham, etc., etc. So we have a couple of little changes. My recipe calls to use English muffins. You can use sourdough toast, whatever.
Everyone has that at the moment?
Today I couldn't get any, so I got beautiful brioche baguettes. So we're going to use little croissants there instead.
So whatever you can get your hands on.
Exactly. The little difference of this is that we're going to add a bit of meat with a chorizo and sausage patty. So it's 3 stages: the eggs, the sauce, and the patties. So, Aidan, stopwatch at the ready to poach your eggs, the perfect eggs. The key is fresh eggs. The fresher the egg, the better the poached egg. So, you can see in here I have a pan with some simmering water. And all I'm going to do is just create a little vortex.
A vortex,
in the
Simon?
water, yeah.
You're swirling it.
Just pure notions,
So I'm basically swirling the water, a little drop of vinegar, and what that'll help do, it'll help the egg coagulate.
Right, is that white wine vinegar?
So basically
Simon?
it's going to wrap the egg white around the yolk.
I think that was the egg.
Much easier to do this. Drop your egg into a little ramekin and then drop it into the pot.
One egg,
and in you go.
Yeah, because that's usually where it can go wrong.
3.5 minutes, go.
On the clock.
Go.
Timekeeper at the bell, ding ding.
Go. And we're going to put 2 eggs in. We're going to go 2. We're going to be mad.
2, okay. So you're not using a little bag for poaching?
Just let them sit there. Listen, we're not going to get, you're not going to get given out of our presentation here. This is about flavour.
That's what you think.
He's covering himself here. They might look scrambled at the end.
Well, you might. No, they'll be fine. So 3.5 minutes, you have that on the clock.
Yeah, we're
beautiful.
just over 3.
So on to the sauce. Hollandaise sauce.
Okay.
As I said earlier on, plenty of very good shop-bought hollandaise sauces available. But if you get the chance, just try it once. It takes 2 things: patience and a bit of elbow grease. Okay. So 3 egg yolks into a bowl. Nice and simple. And we're going to go a little teaspoon of white wine vinegar again, just a drop.
Okay.
And a teaspoon of lemon juice.
All right, so we're getting the zing.
Yes, so you want to get a little tartness off that. So just a teaspoon of lemon juice, and then whisk. So see, looking for his whisk. So you can see here, I boiled a pan of water. Okay, it's come to the boil, and I've turned it off.
I don't know.
You lost already. What?
You've deliberately turned it off.
I've turned it off, Aidan. I don't want it to boil.
Right,
okay.
Because what I'm going to do is, in real time now, you spend about 5 minutes. Wait till that colour changes, goes a little paler, and then pop it over the heat.
Okay.
And you keep whisking. Now, this is the hard bit.
So you have a pot of boiling water underneath that?
It's turned off, though.
Okay.
It's turned off, so it's not boiling. You don't want to be too aggressive or you'll scramble the eggs.
You scramble it, okay.
And all we do then is we get 115 grams of melted butter. And what you do is you just add the melted butter in slowly, slowly, slowly. And this is why this takes about 10-15 minutes.
Oh, it takes that long?
All the time, yeah.
Wow.
Now, it's a 2-man job. If you constantly stir like this, and someone else can just drop the butter in. Don't put the butter all in at once, because again, it'll be too hot, it'll scramble the eggs.
Drip feed it in.
So that's when you keep going, keep going, keep going. We haven't got 15 minutes, thankfully.
No, we don't, so we're putting you under a bit
You
of
end
pressure.
up with a velvety kind of sauce. You want to sort of the consistency mayonnaise.
Okay.
And don't worry if it goes too thick, just add a little drop of hot water and that'll bring it back for you.
Down,
okay. On to the main event, the chorizo and pork patties.
We're not forgetting about the eggs, are we?
Just over a minute. 1:14 left on the clock.
Great.
Keep going.
I just want to keep them on track.
So in here I have 200 grams of chorizo and 200 grams of pork sausage. Bog standard plain pork sausage.
Okay.
Take the skin off both, get them into a bowl and mix them. This is such a crowd pleaser because what you can do with this is limitless. I'm making these out. I'm going to form them in little thin patties, okay?
Okay.
But if you want, you can make them a little bit thicker. They can be a burger.
Oh, okay.
You can roll them up into meatballs, put them into a little ragu sauce with some veg and a tin of tomatoes, passata sauce. You've got amazing meatballs.
Nice.
And look how simple that is, okay? You can even dot that. You can take little pieces of that and dot it around a pizza. Beautiful little ingredients. It's basically just chorizo and pork. We don't need any seasoning in there because the chorizo is doing all the work for us. Because that's loaded with paprika, garlic, salt, pepper,
Have you cooked
seasoning.
the chorizo?
No, raw.
And the sausage is raw.
It's smoked.
You're managing to mash it with your hands.
Yeah, but chorizo is smoked anyway, yeah. So once you take the skin off, it's fairly pliable.
10 seconds on the eggs.
10 seconds on the eggs. My nerves are gone.
Nice
Pardon
timing,
me, doctor.
Ado.
The doctor will see you now.
So
now,
changing gloves.
So I'm changing my glove because I want to get the eggs out. How long have we got?
Well, the time is up on the eggs.
Right, normally 3.5 to 4 minutes for the eggs.
Okay.
And what we're going to do then is very simply fry off the patties. So you can see here, I don't know whether we can pick that up or not, I formed them into little thin patties, okay? You can make them a bit thicker if you want.
Okay.
And they then become burgers. Great barbecue recipe.
You're struggling with that glove.
We'd help you if we were allowed, but
yeah,
we're
no,
not.
but you're not allowed anywhere near me.
Social distancing.
Let's just have a look at the eggs. Okay, there's one. So just take it out, leave it on a little bit of kitchen paper.
Perfect.
And there's two. They're not going to win any beauty contest, but you know what? They're going to be gorgeous.
But they're poached. Yeah, well done.
There's the little patties. So you can see I formed them into little thin patties. You don't need any oil in the pan. Just get them in there because, again, the chorizo will give up all its natural oils. So you don't need to put any olive oil, no rapeseed oil, nothing on that pan. I've cooked off a couple already, and you can see already how much oil's come out of them.
Yeah.
So they'll take, depending on how thick or thin you made them, they'll take about 4 or 5 minutes. Each side.
Oh, yes, each side, yeah. Get the
and that's pretty much it. So to serve, I love sourdough toast of mine. You can use English muffins. You can do what we're doing here, croissants, whatever. So onto the plate go our croissants. And you can see when I fried these off, I got a little bit of a char on them.
Yeah.
Because char is always good. Now, if you wanted a little bit of extra indulgence, you could dip the croissant in your melted butter and fry them off in the pan.
Fry bread.
Wow.
I know. Elvis swore by it, apparently. Never did him
Well,
any
listen,
harm.
we're not counting calories on Easter Sunday, so
No, we're not.
why not?
So we're going to get our
Days,
poached
no.
eggs on top, number 1 and number 2.
Gorgeous.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to nap it
And then the sauce.
with our little hollandaise sauce. So, who wants to try it? Well, you
that
can't
looks
really,
delicious,
can you?
doesn't
I'd say
doesn't
we
it?
both do.
you
Well
really?
done, bud. That looks...
As I say, that's...
And be generous with your sauce when you're doing it at home.
Be generous with the sauce. And, you know, when you go to serve the sauce, just before you serve it, check it for seasoning. If it's not tart enough, a little bit more lemon juice. Put a bit of salt and pepper in there. Whatever you want. It's all to your personal taste. This, I can't recommend more.
That's what I'm dying to taste. We've
I
all had
think-
poached eggs before.
Because
and
my
eggs Benedict, but
Yeah.
13-year-old, who wouldn't be the most, advanced eater, very basic eater, when I was cooking these yesterday, I said, "What are they, Dad? Can I try one?" Tried a corner, and it beautiful. But you can make meatballs out of them, burgers out of them, a pizza top out of them, or just a patty.
So it was basically sausages, sausage meat,
It's
and
purely 200
chorizo.
grams of pork sausage, plain pork sausage, 200 grams of chorizo, skin them, mix them together, and put them into a tub like that.
Yeah.
They'll sit in your fridge for a week.
yeah. You're a master. Well done,
That's a
Simon.
great tip.
Can't
Well
wait
done,
to
chef.
taste that. All the details
after that.
of Simon's
And
recipe.
breathe. He's up the walls.
Well done. You stressed me about the timing all
I
morning.
never
You
worried
did
so
it.
much about poached eggs in my life. There you are.
All the recipe details are up on our website. That's virginmediatelevision.ie/Ireland.
Now, after the break, we're crossing live to Don Wycherley's gaff. See you then.
How you doing?
What's he cooking?
He's cooking up a storm, that boy.
Well done, Simon.
Made from scratch. That's the mark of a maker.